Hey everyone, I am doing something a little bit different with this short, and I have just watched Jacksepticeye's video on his second channel, the Spudacy channel, regarding potential EU and UK legislation that's looking to go up to Parliament to do with signatures for video game ownership for us consumers. So essentially what these petitions are, there is a separate one for the EU and there is one for the UK. The one for the EU is currently sitting at 777,032 signatures, so it needs 1 million to get there, so they are looking to get 223 roughly thousand to be able to get that through to Parliament. And then the UK one is currently sitting on about 81,500 signatures on there for the 100,000 threshold to bring it to Parliament. So essentially what these seem to be is when video game companies sell off games, as you would probably know, usually this renders a game inactive. You can't buy it anymore. For me, what springs into my head from what I understand about the situation is the Telltale situation, when they sold their company after the bankruptcy and then, re-established the company. Skybound Studios did them a solid by taking up the Walking Dead franchise. However, they only took up that franchise. They didn't take anything else with it. So games like Guardians of the Galaxy, the other Walking Dead games, if you didn't get the complete collections of those, and if you do not own them physically, you cannot get those games anymore. So it's something about the ownership of those games that people have a right to. They have bought them, they have purchased them. Jack made a good comparison that I have a bunch of PS2 games. I own them because physically they are mine. I didn't have to get a digital download for them. But even if I did, I should still have the right to own them. So if you are an EU citizen or a UK citizen, I am going to provide the links down below for these two petitions. Please consider signing them. There is little to no downside for this. And just remember as well that because of Australia, we now have a refund policy on Steam because their refund policy or lack thereof went against our consumer guidelines, and that changed the entire Steam platform. So imagine what could happen if these laws go into effect in the UK and the EU. This can change the entire landscape of video game ownership for consumers, for the gaming community.